After how much time I've spent with Ayaka and Yoimiya, I think we're about good and ready to actually get on with the rest of the main story. I've explored all of the islands now thoroughly, and I've had a blast doing so, so I think there's not really much else for me to do other than a couple of side quests, but do the main story at this point.
You can come out now. Paimon's seen you already. Oh, not a peep. So where the heck is he then? Huh. What's got Taro Maru so worked up today? He's always such a good boy.
Hello. Have either of you seen Thoma?
No, we thought he'd be with you. Why? Has something happened?
Then it's as I feared. On the way here, I heard that Thoma had been taken away by the Tenryou Commission. I wasn't certain whether it was true, so I came right here. The fact that he hasn't arrived here as we arranged suggests that it is true. The Raiden Shogun is holding a vision hunt ceremony at the statue of the omnipresent god today to mark the 100th vision seized under the decree. And the 100th vision bearer in question, the one who will have their vision seized, I fear, is Thoma.
Hold up a second. So the ceremony that Thoma said the Tenryou Commission were busy preparing for, that was this vision hunt ceremony? And he was the target all along?
I believe so. The Shogun and the Tenryou Commission see the ceremony as a milestone. With the 100th vision, they wish to mark the success of the vision hunt decree to date. This cannot happen. I must go and rescue him.
Yeah, like it or not, you represent the whole Yashiro Commission. So if you go and pull a stunt like that, you're basically declaring you and the Raiden Shogun are enemies now, right? And by doing it so publicly, you might be implicating a lot of other people from the Yashiro Commission too.
There is no other option. I must act with haste. The ceremony is about to begin. I will not abandon Thoma like this. He is my friend. To think that not long ago we were all eating hot pot together. But... Okay, I'll wait here for your return. Get back safely.
Don't worry.
That's rather alarming. I know I've been joking that I think a death's coming in Inazuma, but not that soon, right?
Capable of using elemental energy without a vision. You are an exception, it appears. Exceptions, the enemy of eternity. You will be inlaid upon this statue.
Oh god, we're actually fighting her? Ooh, is this the first time we've actually fought an Archon in any context in this game? I think it is. Because like, we were sure as shit weren't going to fight Venti because he's always drunk all the time, and Zhongli already gave up his power before there was even an instance where maybe that could even happen. So this is an Archon at full power, potentially, that we got to fight. I wonder if you're actually expected to win. I would have thought no. Then any kind of... Ow, ow, god. Whoa! I wonder if this is like a scripted loss, or is it like sort of like what was it, Andreas, like the Wolf of the North, when you very first encountered him in that Razor quest, you only have to do some of the health and then it just ends. So I don't, like, I say realistically, but canonically, in terms of where we are, there's no way we'd even stand a glimmer of a chance against an Archon. We're just people with magic trying to challenge gods. Yeah, there's not a chance. Especially when that magic itself is straight up given by said gods. They're not going to give us the magic to overthrow them, are they? And I imagine because she's the Electro Archon, she's going to be completely immune to electricity. Yeah, she is. Yeah, what? Completely immune. That's a waste. This is a cool fight, though. I wonder if this is going to be a weekly later on, or if this is just a story fight. If it's a one-off story fight, like, say, Osile, or that very first phase of Storm Terror where you're chasing it through the sky, I'll get it, because it feels like every chapter has one, so maybe, like I say, every, like, country has one fight like that, where you only do it the once and then it's gone forever. So if this one's it, then so be it, but it'll be a bit of a shame, because this fight's cool. I want to see what else she can do. Because so far, she's done those AoEs with the crystals, she's doing this combo, which has like an extra stretch out strike apparently, which she sends a shockwave, and she has like the Virgil slashes that she does behind her. That was some good. Ow! And she hits hard.
Decided by destiny.
And she has a lot of health too. I'm surprised it hasn't ended yet. I would have thought it would have. If we just got to survive a set amount of time, or if we actually legitimately got to somehow win this fight. Because this is an interesting fight if we have to win it. Because look at how little we've done, and look how much they've done to us. God, that did that little damage? What, that little to her health? What's that? Division Hunt decrees except for the Traveler, characters cannot use elemental skills or bursts. What? Alright, Traveler main's going to do just fine here. And physical DPSs will probably do alright, so I'll keep Eula in, even though Eula's been nearly dead about 8 times in this fight. But Hu Tao's going to be useless. Fischl, I'm entirely reliant on Oz. And Mona's going to be kind of useless.
More speed. More speed.
Oh god. Can I even heal anymore? No. Okay, I'm going to swap to Hu Tao. Even though she can't use, like, the main reason why she's a DPS. She can at least take some pain for a while. Oh god. Uh-oh. Moment of judgment has arrived. Punishment will be administered. Oh, is this the end of the fight? Is that it? I think it is.
Wake up!
Shogun, who was that?
Seize her under the decree. Huh? Next time, I will strike twice.
Man, with the other two gods we've met so far being a drunk and a wise old man who's given up his power, Raiden really feels like the first Archon that's, you know, a god. She actually lives up to her status. Like, god damn. That's kind of terrifying.
Go to Tatarasuna and find the resistance. The Shogun's army is almost certainly about to issue a warrant for our arrest. There are very few parties that will be willing to shelter us, but the resistance is an exception.
Hyman's pretty sure Ayaka mentioned them before. Oh yeah! Sangonomiya's group! The ones who came together to fight the Vision Hunt Decree!
That's right. The resistance was founded by Sangonomiya Kokumi, the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island. Currently, it's her subordinate, Goro, who leads them in their war against the Shogun's army. However, the Yashiro Commission is not on especially close terms with the resistance, so your dealings with us would normally be frowned upon. But you're different, so that shouldn't work against you. As far as I can see, the resistance shouldn't have any reason to turn you away. The only issue is that we can't be sure of the Resistance Force's current location. You'll have to ask around along the way. You'll likely pass through territory occupied by the Shogun's army at some point, so be sure to stay on your guard at all times. Don't worry about me. I can remain hidden when I want to. I won't make it easy for them.
We gotta hurry up! The Tenryou Commission could be right around the corner! Let's get out of here!
I heard they added a couple more people to the wanted list. They're high-priority targets, apparently.
But most of our forces are out on the front line. How are we supposed to effectively prioritize them? We'll just have to make sure we keep our eyes peeled when we're out on patrol.
I wonder how they're faring on the front line. Last thing I heard was that we'd pushed the resistance back to just northwest of Musojin Gorge. I don't know if that's true.
I doubt it. Their rear guard isn't far from there. We're gaining ground at the moment, but I don't think we pushed them back that far. Anyway, we should focus on patrol. Come on, we're up.
Fair point. Time to go to work.
The northwest of Musojin Gorge. So that's where the Resistance forces are based. We should keep asking around, though, just to be safe.
Oh, hey. You managed to escape too?
Yeah. Where are you headed?
Hiki Village. I've heard the rumors, but it's still gotta be a safer place than a war zone. What about you?
Don't get me started. I was recuperating on Nozuchi Beach. It's complete chaos over there. The Resistance aren't having an easy time of it. They don't have the manpower for an all-out confrontation, so they can't contend with the Shogun's army. The front line used to be further forward, but they had to retreat a couple of times. Now they're back to Nozuchi Beach. And that's where I've just come from. I was lucky to get out. It's much too dangerous. Their forces are so scattered that no one knows who's who, and anyone you run into pulls their weapon. I just dropped my luggage and ran here. I think we need to keep moving. Things are changing so fast. The further away we can get, the better.
Agreed. Why don't we stick together? Can't hurt to team up with someone.
Nozuchi Beach. Sounds like that's where the Resistance and the Shogun's army are battling it out right now. Let's head over and take a look.
No, I'm glad I explored here preemptively, because I already kind of knew where I was heading before I even had to check the map.
Looks like he's in a tight spot.
Then you imagine, as I say, if you followed the plot, it'd probably make it more interesting because you're going into unknown domains, but I kind of know where it's going. There is like a little campsite with places on like the westmost island available to us right now, so I assume that's where we're going to end up.
You saved
Where
me.
all the thunderstorms was,
Thought I was
but
about
I've managed to
die.
quell
Thank
them,
you so
thankfully.
much for your help. I'm Teppei, of the Gobius platoon. I'm with the Resistance. I was sent to the front line just recently. I was looking forward to doing my part. Instead, it seems I fell at the first hurdle. So, you aren't dressed like Resistance fighters? Have you come here looking to sign up? Great! Just the other day, I heard General Goro complaining about how desperate we are for more people. Your support will make a big difference. I'll escort you back to our camp. But first, let me bring you up to speed on our current situation. As you can see, the Resistance are at a constant disadvantage when it comes to open confrontation. The goal of the Shogun's army is to uphold eternity. To this end, they have the support of the Tenryou Commission's general, Kujo Sara, who commands an exceptionally strong force. As for us, vision bearers are few and far between as it is. And because of the Vision Hut decree, they're rarer than ever. The fact we're even able to hold out is thanks to the brilliant strategic mind of Her Excellency, Sango Nomiya. We're also indebted to the great courage shown by General Goro and the Resistance troops. If only I had a vision myself. Not only would I be better placed to share Her Excellency and General Goro's burden, but I'd be able to hold my own on the battlefield too. I couldn't help but notice that you used elemental energy when saving me just now. You must have a vision yourself?
She's a special case. She doesn't have a vision, but she can control the elements anyway.
Are you serious? That's incredible. I guess that means you're immune to the Vision Hunt decree. You have to let me introduce you to General Goro. He'll welcome you with open arms. Perhaps I can also make a worthy contribution this way. Of course, I'd much rather prove my worth by the sword. If only taking down Shogunate samurai was as easy as you make it look. Anyway, we shouldn't delay. Let's head off.
Yeah, it's exactly where I thought it was. But hey, it's another new face, Goro.
This is what happened, General Goro.
I bet you're going to be a 4-star when you come out. Call it a hunch. I just don't think you'll be a 5-star. I think you're the assistant to the 5-star and not the actual 5-star.
We should bring them in.
I presume you've heard that the goal of the Resistance is to defeat the Shogun's army and repeal the Vision Hunt Decree. This is no easy task. Each who sets foot on the battlefield must be ready to sacrifice their life. Tell me, why do you wish to join us? The Resistance cannot accept any who don't possess a warrior's will. You and I must be certain of your decision. You're referring to the ceremony to mark the 100th Vision seized under the decree, right? Yes, we received some news of it here, despite it taking place over in Inazuma City. There was a disturbance, allegedly. Highly unusual considering that the Raiden Shogun appeared in person. But why do you wish to discuss this all of a sudden? Unless you have some information to share. What?
Yep, we had a fight with the Raiden Shogun and everything. Then we grabbed the Vision Bearer and whisked him off to safety. After that, they added us to the Army's wanted list. That's why we came here.
Now that you mention it, we did just recover a bounty notice from a Shogunate samurai defeated in battle. It read, "Reward for the capture of a blonde-haired traveler and their mysterious flying pet." Huh. So this refers to you two?
What? Who are they calling a mysterious flying pet?
My apologies. I understand your situation well enough for now. On behalf of the Resistance, welcome to our ranks. Her Excellency is currently away from the camp. We don't know where she went, but she instructed us to take care of everything in her absence. I will ask Teppei here to show you around the camp first, and then dispatch you straight to the front line. If you're ready, of course.
Yes, sir. I used to be in the logistics division, so I'm the right person to show you around. I know the setup like the back of my hand. I'll make sure you get a warm Resistance welcome. Let's start with the field hospital. Some of my friends are recovering there. Last time I saw them, I promised that I'd introduce any new recruits. When they're finally back on the battlefield alongside us, we'll all be brothers in arms.
Is this a new recruit?
Looks like a strong addition to the troop. Hopefully someone I can spar with after I've recovered.
Whoa. Brand new recruit and your first thought is to start sparring with them. You're getting ahead of yourself. That wound of yours isn't something that's gonna clear up in a few days. Teppei, did you bring this one in? How are things on the front line?
Well, the enemy are much stronger than we could have imagined, but we're holding our own. I've been right in the thick of it. At one point, there were a horde of enemy troops surging towards us like the tide, but I didn't flinch. I drew my blade and charged straight into the fray. 4 Shogunate samurai, and only one of me. But I still managed to fend them off.
Look at you. When did you grow nerves of steel?
This lady stole the show, though. When she saw me tiring and falling back, she burst onto the scene and took down a whole group of them in one fell swoop. They were no match for her at all. I heard she even stormed the Vision Hunt ceremony, and that the Raiden Shogun herself failed to take her down.
Amazing work, both of you. Still, I can believe most of that, but her facing off against the Raiden Shogun? I think you might be embellishing the story a little there, Teppei. I mean, we've all heard of the Muso no Hitotachi, right? Either way, to tell the truth, with all the losses we've sustained recently, I was starting to lose hope in our ability to hold out much longer. But seeing fresh recruits join our ranks and hearing Teppei's exploits, I'm itching to get myself better as soon as possible, so I can get back out on the front line.
Huh. That's a lukewarm epiphany if you ask me. While you're lying there itching to get better, I'm still out there training hard despite my injury. Oh, even though it burst open again yesterday.
It did? Well, do you need me to get you something to dress it with? I heard about a remedy recently that uses wild bugs. All you need to do is grind Onikabuto into powder and it makes a very effective dressing. They say it feels cool on the skin and acts fast to completely cure flesh wounds.
Sure, I'll take one. Thanks.
Sounds a little strange to me. I would have thought wolf hooks would do the trick, but it's your decision.
Well, how about we let our new recruit decide? I'll stay here and make some preparations. If you're a fan of weird and wonderful remedies, please gather some Onikabuto for me. I'll take it from there. But if you're more of a wolf hook advocate, bring some of those instead. Personally, I recommend we try the new remedy. It sounds promising.
Something safe
for
or
your help.
something
Have
adventurous.
you decided which dressing to use yet?
What are we feeling today? Yeah, I've got 30 of these bug things already, so I might as well just try that. Let's go adventurous. Let's see what happens.
All right, I knew you'd back me on this. I can't guarantee it'll work, but if it does, everyone will be fighting fit again in no time. Why don't you hand me the ingredients? It's a bit of a chore to prepare, so I'll take it from here.
Ow, ow, ow. Huh? Just like that, the pain stopped. Now it just feels numb.
Looks like this might actually work. Not bad, Tepe. As soon as I'm better, we'll have to do some serious sparring together to make up for lost time.
Sparring? You have a one-track mind, seriously. But good going, Tepe. When you first applied it, it felt like you were rubbing salt into the wound. But then the pain disappeared and there was just a cool sensation. I swear, I can feel my body repairing itself already. Still, I better not start overdoing it quite yet. Thanks to both of you for looking after us so well. The day I'm discharged, drinks are on me.
Just glad we were able to help. All right, I'm gonna continue giving our new recruit the grand tour. Rest up, you guys.
Don't forget to visit the training grounds. Get some practice in before you hit the front line.
Calm down and get some rest.
The training grounds. That reminds me, they should be doing archery training over there right now. Well, let's head over.
Oh, another miss. This sucks. Let's see now. I've loosed exactly 10 arrows and only one hit the target.
This isn't good enough. It's evident from these past few days that practice alone isn't enough to improve our marksmanship. How hard could it be? Just draw the bow, aim, and shoot. Clearly, I underestimated the skill involved. With progress like this, who knows when we'll be fit for battle? I suppose all we can do for now is wait for the drill master's next visit and ask him for more tips.
Seems things have gotten tough on the front line recently. All the best drill masters have already been dispatched to fight. I guess we'll just have to keep practicing ourselves. At this rate, who knows if we'll ever become resistance fighters.
Come on, guys, less complaining, more training.
Teppei-senpai?
Listen up for a second. I've come to introduce our newest recruit. In battle, she single-handedly slayed multiple shogunate samurai without so much as breaking a sweat. And that was after interrupting the vision hunt ceremony with a feat of stunning bravery. Not to mention surviving an encounter with the Raiden Shogun.
Is that true? Perhaps you'd be willing to give us some archery tips? We promise not to take too much of your time. A quick demonstration would be all we need. Our previous training was so rushed that we hardly remember the proper technique.
It would mean a lot.
Oh, you got it. We won't let you down.
Man, it's a good thing I have official in my team still. Okay, don't hit the reds, hit the blue. It's color coded. So, bonk. Da-da-da. Okay, this isn't difficult. The only thing that might be a concern is the actual splash of officials' charged shots when I take too long might catch the reds. Because they're kind of close, some of them. Hopefully not. And this is it already, really, because there's that one, and then there's one left. That one. That's it. Wow, that was quick. Do you like my archery skills with a controller?
Incredible. I think I understand what I was doing wrong now. My posture was off, and I didn't draw back with enough force. Seems I also need to focus on keeping my grip steady and monitoring the external environment. If I can get those few down, I'll be hitting my mark in no time.
Those few, huh? Watching your demonstration was a great help. I learned a lot. At least this time I was able to observe some proper technique. As long as I can retain it, I know I'll become much stronger. Honestly, before this whole conflict came about, I was just another everyday citizen of Watatsumi Island. My wife and I were leading a quiet life together. War and battles were the last things on our mind. That all changed with the Vision Hunt decree. The actions of the Shogun's army ignited something inside me. That's why I joined the Resistance. The road ahead of us now seems like a long one indeed. Can those of us without visions or combat skills really become adept fighters like them? There's no use in speculating. Thank you both for your help. We'll keep practicing as much as we can.
Stay focused. With us holding the front line, you can continue sharpening your skills until you're ready. Now then, let me show you around some other places. Where should we head next?
Sir, we've got trouble. The Shogun's army is attacking. There are still many wounded in the camp. We mustn't let the enemy break through. We'll need your help to hold them off.
What? Impossible. How could they have reached us all the way out here? We'd better go assess the situation. A chance for us to prove our worth in battle.
Soldiers, quick!
How'd they get all the way up here? Wouldn't someone have noticed by now? Especially because like, it's not like... When you consider the direction they've come from, they've had to travel west, and this is like one of the most westmost points of the island. The only way they would have got here is by having to go around the entire camp and past everyone's sightline,
We
right?
have sentries and patrols posted all around the perimeter here. The enemy should never have been able to reach us this far unnoticed. Unless we have a traitor in our midst.
Dun dun dun. And I wonder who that can be. I'm not even like taking the mic for once. I wonder if there's someone among the ranks that isn't proper. Anyone guess it's someone working for the Fatui trying to help third party of the war? So I'm refusing to let that go. It's gonna happen.
I just returned from inspecting the perimeter. It appears that several portions of our defensive walls were already collapsed. The Shogun's army must have known about this vulnerability and made their way over from the cliffs nearby before attacking through the gaps in our defenses. I suggest we repair the walls and double the guard. That should keep them from sneaking up on us like this again.
In that case... Understood. Leave the repairs to us. We can make use of the wooden rope nearby to patch up the defenses. Why don't we make this more interesting, recruit? A contest between the two of us. Just don't underestimate me. If there's anything I know, it's logistics. You'll see.
More speed.
Alright, that should do it. The Shogun's army will have a hard time getting past this, no matter how determined they are. It seems I've made another valuable contribution to the Resistance. But why does it always have to be logistics work? I thought getting transferred to the front line would be a chance to showcase my abilities and square off with the enemy. Instead, here I am. Doing what I've always done before.
Why are you so insistent about being on the front line?
It's just like General Goro said. We joined the Resistance because of our warrior's will. There are a multitude of ways to contribute to the Resistance, but who wouldn't want to take out a few shogunate samurai given the chance? Anyway, we got more than we bargained for inspecting the camp. Let's report back to General Goro. If all goes well, we might just be assigned a few missions closer to the action. Strange. I don't see General Goro anywhere.
We've had a change of plans. The general has been dispatched to the front line to lead our forces into battle. The Shogun's army is attempting an advance on the main front. Reports have it that Kujo Sara is now personally leading the enemy forces. As for us, it's been days since Her Excellency last made an appearance here. We've executed almost all the directives she gave us, but have received no further instruction. The situation is becoming grim. If we retreat any further, I fear morale may falter. For now, we can only pray that General Goro will be able to turn the tide, however difficult that may seem.
We should go to the front line. Our forces need all the help they can get. We're no use to them here. We mustn't let Tatarasuna fall to the enemy.
Uh-oh. Have we been found already? Were they tracking us? As in the travelers specifically, were they tracking us and that's how they found this camp so easily? Are we in trouble? Sara looks so cool. I know I keep on talking about the designs, but her design is so cool.
I thought I might get to meet your grand strategist. She is the one that's been causing our forces so much trouble. The fact the Resistance has even held out for this long is thanks to her. But soon, the Resistance will fall. They are no match for the might of the Shogun's army. Her schemes mean nothing now. We have already rooted out those behind the Resistance. All who have dishonored the almighty Shogun will be punished.
I have faith in Her Excellency and in the soldiers of the Resistance. The Vision Hunt Decree is a brutal injustice. Our resistance has only just begun.
It is futile. There is one other thing. I'm sure you've seen the recent arrest warrants. I trust that the blonde traveler is somewhere among your forces now. I will make you a deal. Hand her over to us, and you'll buy yourself some time. A respite from the bloodshed would be advantageous to both sides, would it not?
So that's why you brought reinforcements. Just to get...
She is of great importance to the almighty Shogun, but the way I see it, she is expendable to the Resistance.
That's where you're wrong! She means just as much to us! As a member of the Resistance, she's a comrade! I'll never surrender her to you! The Resistance never betrays its own. Her Excellency made that clear to everyone from the very beginning.
General Goro!
Teppei and the Traveler, what are you doing here? It would appear our time to fight side by side has finally come.
Well, well. We meet again. This time, I won't let you get away. I thought that you would seek refuge with the Resistance in the hope of receiving asylum. That you choose to show up here proves that you have more bravery in you than I had originally thought. And now that you're here, I have a proposal. Why not represent the Resistance in a fight of honor?
A fight of honor? What's that?
Before the battle begins, each side chooses their finest warrior for a match of single combat. To the superior force, there's little significance in such a duel. But to the weaker force, victory could constitute an important boost to their morale. Her motives are clear. She wants to use the match as an opportunity to capture you. Do not feel compelled to participate. We could take the fight to them without such a ceremony.
Well, what do you think? Will you fight?
Sure, we'll fight. Oh, and they're doing the hey, we watch Samurai Films 2 thing, where they do the letterbox screening. The only thing that would have made it perfect is if they do like a black and white filter. That's what they need to do. Like, make it really feel like an old samurai film. Well, I said, it doesn't even have a samurai sword. I'll tell you what, if one of the guys we fight, because I doubt this will be the only one, they won't just make it a 1v1 and done. They'll make us fight several more. When we get... If a dude shows up who's using a samurai sword, I will manually put a black and white filter over it. Is it just going to be the same dude 3 times, though? That'll be disappointing if it is. Just with a different name and maybe slightly buffed stats.
Remove all threats to eternity.
Is this what the tournament arc was bumping us ready for? You know, in the prologue of Act 2. Oh, okay, I'm gonna put a black and white filter over this. This dude's got a samurai sword, so it's just doing the right thing here. You gotta be in the spirit of these kind of things. That's one of the things I appreciate from Ghost of Tsushima, is that they put the black and white filter over the fight. Well, you could, if you wanted to, put a black and white filter over the fight. Oh, this guy's got a bit more health than the others. Not by much. You know, just enough to actually survive a combo.
Don't hold back.
Crush.
Clear cut.
To be fair, I can do this relatively easy with just Eula by the looks of it. Yeah, there he goes. That was an event.
Stronger than I anticipated. This contest has served its purpose. Soldiers, attack! Glory to the Shogun and her everlasting reign!
Prepare to engage! All of you, with me! Hold the line! Her Excellency!
calm as the breeze, my lady.
I just hope you can afford all these mercs you've gathered!
Kazuha!
We meet again, old friend.
Retreat! All forces, retreat!
I'm so happy Kazuha and Beidou get more screen time. Especially Beidou. Like, the fact that she just felt that she got shafted at the start of Inazuma. I'm so glad she's getting more screen time. Hopefully that will continue into chapter, or act 3 even, when that eventually comes out.
This is the first time we've met. Please, allow me to introduce myself. I am Sangonomiya Kokomi, organizer of the Resistance, and also the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island. Perhaps it's the first time you're hearing that title. To put it simply, I'm the person currently in charge on Watatsumi Island, which is also the home front of the Resistance. I've actually heard all about you from Beidou and Kazuha. I hadn't expected to find you join the Resistance, though. Do you have a plan beyond this point? In that case, shall we continue our conversation at the Shrine of Sangonomiya? Although the Shogun's army has retreated for now, the war is far from over. The Vision Hunt Decree has not been repealed, and neither the Tenryou Commission nor the Raiden Shogun show any sign of stopping. In short, our problems have yet to be resolved. I suggest we move to the shrine to discuss our counterplan. What say you?
Can I come too? I know Watatsumi Island very well. I can carry on being your guide if you'd like.
Goro, thank you for all you have done. Our forces are weaker than the Shogun's army, and my absence can only have made the recent days all the more trying for you. I'm afraid I must still ask you to stay a while longer, to keep eyes on the Shogun's army and also to see to the wounded. But I will ask the mercenaries to remain stationed here, and Kazuha is here too. Hopefully this will serve to reduce the pressure you are under.
Well received, Your Excellency.
I must return to Sangonomiya now. I have a few things to attend to. Once you're ready, please rendezvous with Teppei. He will escort you there. Thank you for all your efforts so far. From this day on, I fight alongside you. Fight for the future of Inazuma.
And I think that's it, story quest wise, for another 6 weeks. Until September 1st, presumably, it'll drop. But that's fine, there's a lot to do around here, there's still going to be events. I wonder if we'll get another, like, character story quest in the middle of this, since we got Yoimiya's that we had to do before we access this, and Yoimiya's the next banner character coming out. But I wonder if they're going to do another one anyway, or if all of these is just the main story quest all the way until 2.1.
Perhaps one day
I'm fine if it's the latter, because there's a lot of other stuff to do, a lot of stuff to explore, and I'm sure there'll be events to carry over anyway. And I'm going to be busy in a couple weeks for a few days. I'm going to be out of town, so if they don't drop a story quest right in the middle of that, so I miss it and have to get to it late, it'd be appreciated. With that being said, I'm going to let the rest of these guys talk their talk, so I will see you guys whenever the next video may be. I say it won't be a Let's Play anytime soon, because I'm going to be quite busy soon, and so it'll probably be after that. But there will obviously be more little videos, and probably more little videos of me talking, and maybe a live stream, but that's a huge dependence on how my internet's going and how things end up. So there'll be stuff, there just won't be a proper Let's Play just yet. But that being said, I'll see you guys around. Until then, take care now,
his friend
peace.
was defeated in a duel before the throne, and executed by the Raiden Shogun. Kazuha came to visit the Resistance as he was fleeing Inazuma with his friend's vision. Hard to believe it's been so long.